Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we got the carts moving and grooving everywhere. And why? Because they're cute. But we're getting back to our automations now because we have an insane goal today. To automate 20,000 Quickwire per minute, which we need to create the last space elevator part, the assembly director system, because that item needs a supercomputer and an adaptive control unit, which is just another fancier supercomputer. And computers need wire. Good news though is that we have all the materials being produced already. Bad news though is that all the materials are being produced already, and I don't exactly know where. But what are you gonna do? You just gotta start where you're at. So we need to build assembler blueprints for this project. Because again, we need something like 200 assemblers. So we're gonna take one of our basic assembler blueprints here, then modify it to just deal with wire of the quick variety. And we're gonna be using this alternate recipe that uses caterium and copper ingots. And we're probably gonna want more than one assembler in this blueprint as well. And it seems I could fit 3, which is not bad, I guess. We could build more if we wanted to vertically stack the blueprints. But for this project, I'm trying to build on the ground as much as possible and use as much space as I can. So we're not gonna do that this time. Anyway, getting started, I suppose what we can do is we can go and find all of our caterium setups around this area and then work from there. But how much caterium is being made here? 12 assemblers, probably 13 because of overclocking, yeah. Times 2, so we have 26 refineries, each of which making 12 caterium. 26 times 12, 312 caterium per minute. And how many assemblers can we feed with that much caterium? Probably 7, maybe more. Each assembler takes 7.5 ingots, so 112 divided by 7.5. Yikes! It's about 42 assemblers. Gotcha. And how much copper will we need? 37.5, oh gosh. 41.6 times 37.5. 1,560 copper ingots per minute. It's a good number though, because 1,560 divided by 2 is 780, which is 2 Mark V belts. So then let's set up all of the assemblers next to the caterium lines, and then we'll bring the copper over, because the copper is all over the place, while the caterium is nicely centralized. Speaking of copper though, where could we find some? Is that copper right there? Yes? Yes it is! Is it enough copper? No, it ain't. This is 600 per minute. Oh wait, no. 300 per minute. Oh, wait a second. It's 300 per minute plus whatever this line is, which I'm sure is gonna be 600 per minute being brought in via a train. Okay, perfect. So then we probably have our first 780 belt of copper ingots ready to go. But where would be another? Anywhere? Hello, what's this? Steel pipe? Nope. Oh hey, here's a 600 belt of copper ore. Ooh, but I had some extra water and I used some refineries. So I'm sure with all these refineries, if they had water, we would have enough copper ingots to fill a 780 line. Okay, I'll make the necessary fixes soon, but for now, you come this way, and off we scoot. But finding and belting materials is only half the problem. In fact, I'd say it's maybe a quarter of the problem. The bigger issue is dealing with the wire itself. We are making a lot of wire here. Each machine makes 90 quick wire per minute. So each system makes 3,744 wire per minute. And that is a lot of belts. So as we go through all of this, we have to make sure that we're not overstuffing the outputs. And at the end of the day, we also want to make sure that everything is nice and balanced and pretty here for when we need to draw from storage later on for the next project. Because I think with all this quick wire, we're making circuit boards? I don't remember. Anyway, we're doing something with it. Main thing is, we want to come back here and realize what the heck's going on. So that's what this all is. Essentially, a belt of any amount goes and enters a merger here, and then another belt of any amount enters a splitter. I suppose this should actually be a smart splitter, and it will overflow forward, stuffing this belt to make it a 780, and then what overflows goes into another merger that is then met with another belt of whatever amount. It fills up this belt, and you kind of see what's happening here. We're overflowing excess material from belt to belt to belt, so by the final one, we should just have the remains of 624 Quickwire per minute, whereas all these four will have 780 Quickwire per minute. I think this will work, because I did something very similar on a project on the other side of the world with all this copper here. And with all the ingots, I wanted to have full belts, so I made a very similar design, except I actually had it zigzag back and forth. So it seems we have a bit of a problem here. A problem for future Kibs. I already have my hands full today, so let's scoot back. And the current project is looking fine and dandy, so yeah, it's all good. So the Caterium, simple as, just goes into one splitter, overflows through the entirety of everything. And the copper kind of goes over this way, splits up over these few systems, and then I inject more copper onto the line over here to keep up with the demand of all of these machines. And now we start to get our first bits of quick wire. And yeah, I guess that's kind of the worst thing about having overflow systems like these. They take a while to really get going. So I don't want to wait, and we're just gonna move on and consider this all good. Cool beans. All right, 20,000 minus 3744. Only 16,000 more wire to go. So we should be scooting pretty quick. Good news, more Caterium, ready to scoot right over here. Just gotta power up this system and off we go. It's another 312 per minute. And right next to it is a bunch of copper. Look at that. Full bin right there, that is 600 per minute. And then there is more somewhere. I really kind of wish I painted some more machines. Like I painted the wire so it's easy to see, but it's already easy to see. You know what's not easy to see? The copper. Where do I go? There's so much going on. Oh, wait a second. What are this? Another system of copper refineries? Do they have water? Yes. Fantastic. How much copper are we making here? 75 per machine? Really? I know for a fact this is gonna be like 26 machines. So that is 75 times 26. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of copper, bud. Well, that's fantastic. We can just belt it from A to B. And our only concern is really where to build all of the assemblers. So, do we have any space around here? This space is wire nonsense, and I don't want to mess with it. I suppose we have this space. We could fit a couple in here. Remember, we need like 42 of these. And in a perfect world, we can build a mirrored set right across the way. Right here. Oh yeah, there should be just enough room. Oh, that's a little spooky. I can make that work. And that is, what, 6, 12? Okay, where can I put another 30? Ooh, right in here. And that should be another 18 ready to go too. So that means we have 30 and we need 16 more. But now we're starting to look a little weird on space. We could build more over here, could we? No. We'd have to move some stuff, but also kind of want to leave some empty space around for moving all of the Quickwire once it's produced. It's going to be a whole song and dance. I guess we still have room over this way. What about over here? We only need 16. How many can we fit on this platform? Looks like another cool 12. Then we can just build down here, and that is 18. And then off we go again on another turbo spaghetti adventure. Getting whatever we can, wherever we can find it. And okay, more Quickwire made, and now we run into that other problem. Oh yes, the outputs. What do we do? All of these systems are different. We have like, what, 12 machines there, 18 there, 16 over that way? Oh, we have to balance all of those. But I don't want to like count and min-max all these belts. I just kind of want to bring them over somewhere and then figure it out. And I think we'll end up with 7 belts of Quickwire. So we'll use this place to balance things, but then we'll probably have to build some kind of vertical system. And instead of doing the system of balancing we did over there, we're gonna try something a little different. And we're just gonna get some balancers. Because here's what I'm thinking. We'll try and get 7 belts right. Then we'll just send 3 of those 7 belts into the first balancer. Then we'll send the next 3 into the next balancer. By the way, what this does is it takes 3 inputs and makes them 3 equal outputs. So then we'll have 6 even lines. And then with that 7th belt, we'll just merge it all in. And I guess maybe that will fill the system and make a bunch of good belts. Oh no! This was a terrible mistake. I was wrong. I was wrong about everything. I regret all decisions. It's so messed up. So there's so much pain. And the worst part about it is it does work, it just looks ridiculous, and oh God, the pain of setting it up was too much. Okay, but it's working great. Like, we have the same kind of belts we have before, 4 780 belts, and then the one weird one. What a absolute headache. Because what ended up happening was I didn't have 7 belts. I had 6! 6! So everything just got kerfuddled out the wazoo, and yeah, it was terrible. Also, what was terrible was belting everything around here. Thank goodness I didn't use this space here, because now we have belt bridges going everywhere. This poor train getting smothered by automation, but it's done. It's done, okay? And we can move on to the next system, which hopefully will be a bit easier. And you know what? I take it back. This kind of looks cool from certain angles. For the most part, though, the mental price I paid to set that up was not worth it. Here, this is what we have to do. I need a quick factory cart ride to kind of ease my brain. Where the heck even is our next node around here? I have no idea. Caterium, we're bringing some in via a drone over here. Okay, so we can just follow that. Yes? Probably. Oh my gosh, land it! Oh, that was the cool! Oh, that was so cool. Okay, mental health restored. Where's this all going? Oh, that's going to that system way, way, way over there. Okay, that's fine. I know we have another Caterium line around here somewhere. Oh, I see. A train is bringing in Caterium. Ah, and that's what this whole setup's for. And then for that miner over there, there's a bunch of refineries over in that space that process even more. Okay, so we want to build around, wowee, this area. Let's see, what's our space looking like though? It's looking real good, really, really good. Okay, fantastic. Well then, let's just build over here for now to get started. Except this time, we're gonna keep something mission critical in mind, and we're only gonna build sets of 8 assemblers. Because each of them makes 90, right? And 90 times 8 is 720. So long as we have 8 in a row, we know the belt at the end won't be overstuffed with too many material. And that way, when it comes time to balance, I guess, the belts, or kind of like top them up, then we know exactly what the heck we're doing. And this should then be the simplest setup that we work on today. Yeah, it's almost as if I learned something. It's crazy, but this setup was super, super simple. Again, the 41.6 machines just built on the hill here, and then load balanced as we've kind of gone about it. Only weird thing was just getting the materials here, because again, we had all of the Caterium right over there, but the copper was, well, kind of in space. Turbo space. Where space? There space. And elsewhere. Well, that's okay, because I only had to do a tiny bit of load balancing stuff to make the inputs work, and it looks really cool. Like, look at all the crazy stuff going on here. Love it. Can't wait to decorate it. And we're gonna be probably able to do that soon, because the residual copper is now going over this way, along with the rest of the Caterium we need. And we are going to build the final setup in this space here. Unfortunately though, I have to reveal the truth to all of you now. We don't need 20,000 Quickwire per minute. I lied! I know, I'm the worst. Clickbaiting evil mans. We in fact need 19,738.571 Quickwire per minute. I know. I cannot believe I've done this to you. I'm not sorry. 20,000 sounds better. Suffice to say though, we've built, what, 3 of these systems over here? And that means we have that much Quickwire right now. Which means we still need that much more Quickwire automated. Which is like another 94 assemblers. And worse yet, we're not gonna have pretty numbers. There's decimal points everywhere. So inputting items into the machines is gonna be very rough. But first, before we get to that stage, finding more copper. All of the Caterium is now right there and right here. I gathered it up from all of the refinery setups that we had over in that direction. And copper-wise, I think and I hope we just have all the copper we need right over, here, yes, I actually marked it down. Yeah, I think this is 1,800, and then we need a little bit more from, oh yeah, the rest of this refinery setup. Remember we had like about 2,000 per minute? So I brought 1,560 over to a setup we built over there, which has the belted horror. But wait, no, oh no! I brought all of the copper we needed for this system from the refineries there. Meaning, I didn't grab the copper from here. Oh no, that's real bad. It means we have to belt the copper from there all the way over there. Gadzooks, why do you do this to yourself, Kibbs? But it's just one belt, which isn't too bad. And even with all the machines we have to build, it's actually gonna be pretty easy too. Like, not only is building super easy when you have a blueprint, but also, we needed 94 machines, right? Well, that's kind of a messy number because we want setups of 8, remember? Because if we have 8 machines, that times 90 Quickwire is effectively 1 belt. And 94 divided by 8 is kind of a weird number. But it's not that weird. In fact, if we make this 96, well, we have a nice clean number. So instead of doing all this like complicated math and trying to make things work to decimal points, I just built 12 systems of 8. So I had to do a little overclocking here and there, but generally, I made 8 assemblers, connected them all together, and then sent their output to go over this way to what will be a very chaotic balancing area, or whatever. But no, overall, it was a lot easier than I expected. There's a lot of room, so we could do a lot of belt work, and the only kind of maybe problem is going to be bringing the items into each system. But only kind of maybe, because with all this Caterium we have about 700 per minute. So we just have to split that up between the 12 systems. No biggie, that's like what? A belt to here, belt to there, and that's 1632 machines hooked up, easy. And really, it's gonna be the copper. We have a bunch of 600 copper lines that need to go into each system. But then I was looking at the copper numbers, right? And each machine needs 37.5. Well, 37.5 times 8 is 300. So you're telling me that we could just connect up 16 systems together, like that or something, throw in a 600 belt of copper, and we're good? Yes, we are gonna be good. even better, like I said, all we have to do is split up the Caterium. It's all on one belt. So we'll just have splitters all over the place. We have a ton of room here. I left some room around as well, like there and over there. And it turns out things are going swimmingly. But there's always a catch. There always gotta be a catch. So I brought over the copper, right? And realized something terrible. We don't have nearly enough. We have, what, 94 machines that we need to run? Times 37.5? 3,525 copper. And we only have, what is it? 240 there. We have 1,800 there. Long story short, we're like 1,000 short or something of copper. And I don't know where the rest is. Like, I have searched far and wide, and I know we have all the copper in the desert, but I just could not find the smelter array that was processing it. But Mr. Kibitz got bailed out, brother. Cause guess what? We just so happened to have one extra 600 node of copper ore right off in the corner here. So spam, then a little bit of organizing, and it's good to go. And as I was belting it back to our work area, guess what I found? Oh, hey, it's the other copper node that I needed to set up way long ago. Whoopsies. It was hidden next to the truck station. Literally next to a lookout tower. Whoops. But you know, another 600 copper stuffed into the system would never hurt anybody, right? And finally, after getting all the items we actually need and scooting them to where they actually need to go, our final setup is complete and fully operational. It is busy, but it works really well, and after figuring out those ratios, like, it is running very smoothly, and it wasn't too bad to set up either. Bouncer here got a little wacky as well, but it too wasn't bad since we've done it a couple of times now. And with that, we have now automated 20,000 Quickwire per minute. And also finished up everything I wanted to do in today's video. And by the way, if you enjoy the background music, I co-produce it, and you can find it on Spotify. And it's also free to use in both your videos and live streams as well. Just remember to credit the playlist. Anyway though, that's it for now, so I hope you all enjoyed and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.